Welcome to yet another session of On Common Ground. Today my guest is Katherine Horne, who is a junior here at Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
Welcome, Katherine.
Thank you.
How'd you come to Sacred Heart?
I actually got a brochure in the mail and was looking for a school that had a speech pathology program of some sort, and I noticed that you had that and looked it up online and fell in love with the pictures.
That's great.
And then came to visit, and it was home.
So you'll do graduate work here then to finish?
I would like to,
Yeah,
yes.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Now, when you came here, you were in New York, or were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, from upstate.
Yeah, because you were in Maine before, I believe?
Yep, I was born in Maine.
And you're on the sailing team.
Yes.
So you've been quite involved in it. Tell me a little bit about your experience with the sailing while here.
It's been really, really fun. It was something that I've never tried before.
Really?
Yeah, I've been on boats, but motorboats, not sailing boats. And I saw an email about a sailing team meeting my freshman year and thought, let's give something new a try, and went to a meeting and then went to a practice, and they taught me how to sail. And I'm definitely not really that good at it, but it's really fun. I love it.
And I'm sure you got the camaraderie there.
Yes, it's
with,
a family, and it's fun.
And how did you find? Now, did you know anybody when you came?
No.
And so, how did you find adjusting and getting thrown into a totally new environment with no real friends at that point?
I really bonded with my roommate, and then we found friends. We were in the same organizations together, so we found friends together and then made friends on our floor. And
Sure.
I joined the team and made friends on the team. And
so, are you involved in other things besides then sailing that you want to share?
Sure. I'm part of the theater arts program. I'm part of the orientation program. I've been a leader for 2 years,
Great.
and I'm the chair this year.
That's really an exciting program, the orientation leaders.
It's wonderful.
You guys and gals do a great job of getting these very meek and sheepish-looking students coming in comfortable and right into the grain of who we are as a university culture. So you've been involved with that over the last couple of years.
Yes.
And how do you find your major? Was it all that you thought it would be?
It was a little different than I thought it would be. I'm a health science major on a speech pathology track.
Okay.
So I have a speech minor, which is good. It's a little bit of an introduction to it, and then I can get more in-depth in grad school, which is good. And I wasn't really expecting to do much with health sciences, but I'm glad that I am. I'm glad that I'm that major, because I'm learning much about the administration side and the management side of health sciences, and just all the background stuff that I didn't know. Which
now, have you had any opportunity, I should say, of doing any internship or any exposure?
I have a little bit. I'm
Okay.
looking to do more this year with it, but I've worked a little bit at the Jewish senior home, or the old Jewish senior home, and I've followed around the speech pathologist there and shadowed her and worked with her.
Now they'll be right next to you. They are next year.
Which is awesome.
So you'll be in your new home at the new facility as we open it in June, so it'll be a magnificent facility for you to be in. And
I can't wait.
The new Jewish home is right one door away there, so
Yeah.
that'll be great. So I saw you were, and I'd like you to explain how you got involved in at the Martin Luther King celebration we had. And I thought the students did a phenomenal job. I was able to stay for an hour, and then I had an appointment that I was a little late for. But you did a piece with two fellows from Easton. I don't remember the details of it. How'd that come about, and maybe talk a little bit about that?
Okay. I went on a service trip last spring to Columbia, and there was a gentleman from volunteer programs, Matthew Kay, who came with us. And I ended up singing a song with some of the kids in Columbia, and he was in the audience, and he came up to me afterward and said, I know these guys back in Easton, back when we get back to Sacred Heart, and I would really like to connect you with them because I think your voices would work well together. And he did, and he connected us, and we were emailing a little bit, and then I went over to, Dan Tressler is his name, I went over to his place, and we recorded a little bit and worked out some harmonies and stuff, and then Matthew is in charge of this Martin Luther King event, and he said, would you guys
did a great job. As I said, I thought all the students did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
There, but I thought the song that you guys did was really great.
Thank you so much.
And it's good that you were able to reflect on that. You've been here now in your third year. So what would be your favorite place on campus?
That's a tough question. I think I have to say the theater. Just being in that room, the Edgerton Center and the Little Theater. It's just a family, and that's where I found my first friends on campus. And
I hear that
really
a lot.
home.
We all hear that a lot. That there was really a great bond with it, and you're almost in the whole all performing arts, music, band, theater. There's over 700 of students, so there's a great bond that you folks have.
Yeah.
And others have said the theater also,
Yeah.
if they're in the front tap, which is great to see. If someone asked you then, and this is the closing question I ask everybody, if I asked you to identify Sacred Heart in a word or two, what would you say?
A family. I think the entire campus is a
Good.
family.
Good. Well, you seem to be flourishing in it and enjoying it. You're smiling. You did great. So I thank you for doing that, coming
Thank
today,
you.
and good luck for the semester.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
Thank
it wasn't
you.
that bad, was it? No.
No, it
Good.
wasn't.
Thank you.